It's another amazing episode, and we are just at this place where we want to engage. This episode is going to come in two parts. The first part we aired this week, and we're going to continue the conversation, still on the same conversation for the next week. Hello, hi. I'm Luchi Luchi Gloria. There's something that is just fascinating me about my name these days. So when you just ask me, I'm Luchi Luchi Gloria, I'm really excited to introduce myself. And on today's episode, I am just here with certain questions I just hope I have answers to when I come back to this episode. So this episode is going to be airing as a continuation. How do I say this? So the first part is going to be part one, and we're going to continue on the next episode. Does that make sense? I guess it will make sense when this air and you see the next episode after this. Hi. You're welcome to another amazing episode on the Experience with Luchi podcast. Don't forget that this podcast is a platform for you to be expressive and a reality check. And like I said, it's a space for introspection and a lot of questions I want to answer and I want to seek advice on. Because I feel like I hold myself to a certain standard, and at some point in my life, I'm going to question those decisions I have made. I ask myself, have you achieved your short-term goals? Have you been able to tick the boxes you said you were going to tick at the beginning of the year? I remember at the beginning of the year, I had this planner that I created myself and I was doing everything possible to make sure that every day had its own plan. And I know I stopped halfway. So the first question I want to ask myself, and I hope that I'm able to answer this question in the future, is the level of discipline, the height of discipline you need to attain so that it makes sense when you are making certain decisions, how you hold yourself accountable, how you hold yourself how you hold yourself liable to those decisions you have decided to take. And it's just an advice like I'm seeking. What are the things we need to do for you to stay consistent? Because it's one thing to be disciplined and it's another thing to be consistent. So this episode, I am holding myself to the space of reevaluation. What is it we said we're going to do on Experience with Luchi podcast? How do we make Experience with Luchi podcast better? And it's just a lot of things going on. The first part of the year, I think we are done with the first quarter. And if you ask me personally, it's already half. We're in June already. Happy New One, guys. Happy New One. And what is going on with us? What is going on with me? I need to ask myself that question, man. This week was really tight. I got to a point where I felt like I was relaxed. I am someone that relaxes a lot. When I feel like everything is going smoothly, I genuinely give myself that space to have that peace of mind. I genuinely just want to enjoy the moment. I genuinely just want to be in the moment. And it's something I taught myself. But I think because I am an extremist, when I don't relax like this, it's as if everything is going smoothly. I don't want to listen to the noise. I don't want to listen to the chaos. But then I'm reminded again that life is a constant struggle. Life is a constant, like, it comes with different segments. When you feel you've conquered this one, you should be reminded that you're going to fight a bigger battle than you fought before. And because I am someone that I always say, and it's becoming a habit that I do things last minute. So last week, with everything, we're doing a review in the business, and we discovered that okay, there are some place we need to put more energy on, and I sought advice, and it put me in a space where again I really appreciate the man, my father. I appreciated him so much because being an adult, being responsible for people other than yourself is something that is, it can be tiring sometimes, because if it's just you, you are just bothered about your 3 square meal and how to pay for your accommodation and just live life basically. But when it's more than one, two, three, four, you're fending for somebody other than yourself, it can be a very large responsibility on one's shoulder. And I had to wake up from my dreams and my relaxed mode and to sort out for bigger and better opportunity. It's not, guys. I'm just here to seek advice and probably a pat on my back, because it gets difficult, it gets tiring, and you ask yourself, are you doing as much as you're supposed to do? Are you asking the right questions? Are you answering the right question? Are you moving in the path you're supposed to move? And it's just interesting because I feel like we tell ourselves that we have gotten to a point where, okay, we can just do some things and just relax. And something just happened and you're like, hey, you never reach anywhere. You still get a lot of things to do. You still have a lot of things to do and achieve. So basically, I'm just here with a lot of questions in my mind, and just I'm basically just seeking for the best advice possible on how to navigate this sense of doing enough, doing your best, and holding myself accountable. Basically, what are you doing right? Where are you lagging behind? It's just a lot of things, and I hope that pretty soon I have the answers to those questions. And like the Bible will say, study to show yourself approved as a watchman in Second Timothy. And it goes back to say that we always have to go back to the manual. I cannot talk without speaking about the Bible and the contributions it has in our life. So God said is going to bless the works of our hands. So in as much as we try to just relax and just understand what it is, we're going to do the work, and hopefully, and we pray that God will bless the works of our hand. And even in spaces where we feel like it's blank, everywhere is empty, what are we doing? The confusion here and there, that God will give us a space of reconciliation and a space for reevaluation. And it's not just something that when we get stuck forever. It's a space where we would be, and when we get stuck, we leave that level and climb up to the next level. I just feel again that even when it gets difficult, I think this advice is for me and people out there that it's for, and people out there that it concerns. Nobody has it all figured out. So yeah, you're doing well. Just keep doing amazing, and everything is going to turn out nice and fine. Okay, let's leave this for the next conversation we're going to have on the next episode. Let's take a break. While we are doing that, don't forget to engage on this conversation on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and on YouTube, and across all social media platforms. Luchi EWL_podcast. And while we are doing that, don't forget that God is love. Love is God. Have an amazing week. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.